Without a moral compass, the human mind can justify anything. The Buhari's government had a better relationship with bandits and terrorists than with law-abiding citizens. If Tinubu wins, he will have better relationship with agberos and thugs than with law-abiding citizens. You're welcome to my platform. I'm Ifeanyi Chukwani, and on today's episode, I will show you guys the many sins of APC and why APC should not be voted for. One of the biggest is that the APC government is the only government that hoarded food from needy Nigerians until it spoiled. If this is your first time here, please kindly like, share, and subscribe. Turn on the notification button for more uploads. Thank you. I hope you saw the video that I just played. During those periods that they hid the palliative that is under the COVID-19, it was not God that hid those palliative. They were politicians, the APC government precisely. And aside that, this first cancer that we're crying over is not natural. It is artificial. Many of us were killed at Lekki Toll Gate and they denied it, same government. Doctors and nurses are leaving this country in droves and they are doing nothing about it. Over 133 million Nigerians are poor. When I mean poor, I mean multidimensional poverty. 20 million of our school children are out of school. School-age children are out of school. We're experiencing 22% inflation rates. Insecurity everywhere. But of all these social vices, the only thing that pains me most is the fact that the APC government has successfully, destroyed our judiciary. Of all the problems we have in Nigeria, the only thing the APC government could do or be so fast to solve is the issue of the new Naira note. And this is just because politicians need this money for election. The APC government is the only government in Nigeria that made the Naira scarce. I mean, the scarcity of Naira has lingered for so long now. And beyond that, for the past 4 months, going to the 5th month, we've never experienced this first scarcity. The APC government introduced this to us. The APC government have pushed to Nigerians to us. So voting for APC again is like giving them the hand to finish us. But if they have not even finished us, as I don't know. And if somebody tells me that the governors, the APC governors would ever take the federal government to court, not for the killings in their states, not for the kidnapping, not for the high rate of insecurity, but for money, as like the new Naira note, I would never believe it. In 2022, for 10 months, the federal government imported PMS, spent $12 billion to import PMS. My dear, 12 billion will build us more than 2 refineries in this country. But we don't have any functional refinery. Rather, we keep importing those things that we can produce ourselves. For 8 months, 8 months, ASU was on strike. No governor sued the federal government. The inflation rate in Nigeria started getting high. I think it's over 23% now. As like galloping inflation, nobody sued the federal government. We had insecurity in different states in Nigeria, nobody sued the federal government. We have first scarcity everywhere in Nigeria, nobody sued the federal government. We have high rate of unemployment in Nigeria, nobody is suing the government, or nobody ever did. But because they want to introduce this new Naira note, they are fast. And the Supreme Court is so fast to pass the judgment. Do you think that the APC government will ever do anything in the interest of Nigeria? It is said that the best way to keep a prisoner from escaping is to make sure he doesn't know he's in prison. The APC government perfected this in 2015. They keep claiming that they are with us, but in reality, they are not. The Nigeria we have today is in total Armageddon. I mean, we're in the last stage of the fight between good and bad. This election is between the evil rulers of Nigeria and the Nigerian people. The truth is that what started as a negative, misguided revolution in 2015, with Buhari being the head, and the APC with their evil change mantra, has degenerated into full-scale nationwide deprivation that has resulted into hunger and frustration for Nigeria. I mean, Since 2015 to date, no Nigerian is actually happy because things have gone south, as like things are not the way they're supposed to go. But amongst so many other things, I have this valid question to ask. Do you think that the people that destroyed this country deserved to be given the chance to repair it? Watch this video from one of the APC campaign, I think Najatu Mohammed.
Especially as it concerns security. You must have an enabling environment in order to do anything. So you cannot take someone that is virtually senile and another person that has been associated on several occasions with funding terrorism. That is Kashim Shettima. Kashim Shettima, we should not forget Kabiru Sokoto. Kabiru Sokoto was one of the most wanted terrorists, and he was found and arrested in his house. Let us understand and let us not forget, this terrorism, this banditry, this carnage is not just happening by mistake. It's a multi-billion-dollar industry. A multi-billion-dollar industry because it takes a lot of money on defense budget. It has a lot to do with the sale of drugs. It has a lot to do with mining and illegal bunkering and illegal and illicit mining.
Can we endure another 8 years of APC? APC government has normalized queuing for unnecessary things. We queue for everything, even things we are not supposed to queue. And finally, my opinion and solution to all these problems is that we need to understand that food, as in the food we eat, accounts for about over 60% of household budgets in Nigeria. The inflation in Nigeria is caused by the high price of foodstuff. So we need to vote for a candidate who has in his manifesto a clear strategic plan to reduce the cost of foodstuff, and which is, moving Nigeria from consumption to production, where we produce things. And so the best candidate here is Peter Obi. Please don't cast your vote for Labour Party. I'm an advocate of good governance, and I believe Peter Obi is the right man for it. If for nothing, remember that the Boko Haram bandits, killers, and those that are chasing off our farmers from the north are the reason for this. And here in Nigeria, under the APC government, they are welcomed with open arms. Even while they have been declared terrorists by other nations, they are welcomed here. Under the APC government, we started hearing repentant Boko Haram, pregnant virgin, honest politician. Funny words. I mean, they introduced this into our lexicon, and we don't want that. Look at this picture. Just look at, him? We can do many things wrong, but we should never get it wrong in terms of leadership. So, Peter Obi is the right man. I think so. If for nothing, he's the only ex-governor that does not collect gratuity, no pension, no car, no money from the governor and from the state he serves. You can check this. So, if you watch this far, kindly like, share, and subscribe. Catch you up next week. Bye.